go home and tell your parents all about germs and the brain.
When I grow up, I want to be a pediatrician. We're at Kid Doc Camp. It's like a doctor camp where you make cool stuff.
Ready, 1, 2, 3. Kids today, doc tomorrow. All right.
So Kid Doc Summer Camp is a camp for 3rd to 5th graders that have any little bit of interest in science and medicine. It is for kids from underrepresented minority groups in medicine.
Wearing my lab coat, I feel like a professional.
I think that kids relate better once they have their white coat on, once they have their stethoscope on. This way it puts them in the mind frame that I'm going to be learning about science and medicine, but also this is what could be me in the future. Unwrap your straw and get your other balloon. The camp was originally started because I'm a pediatrician and I ask kids all the time what they want to be when they grow up. And they can say anything from a professional soccer player to the President of the United States, but very rarely is there, I want to be a doctor, especially kids of color. And that's what you're going to tape, okay? I started thinking about what can I do to make sure that these kids recognize that they too can be whatever they want, including a doctor. 3rd through 5th grade, I think, is the time where they have the most magical thinking. So it's very easy for them to think, well, sure, I might want to be a tiger trainer, but I could be a doctor too. And that way, camp can introduce those things to them.
Hold it really tight, Christian.
Early and fun in a hands-on way.
Put it right across the bottom.
Where you make cool stuff, it's called lab. And we made these songs in lab. This is how it inhales and exhales. You just have to pull this. You don't actually blow into it. You're supposed to like do this and it like moves.
All right, let's see it working. Nice. And by the end of the first day, when we do labs and we're seeing actual sheep brains, or we're making our own model brains, or they see a heart dissection.
Does it feel hard?
All the lights go off and you can see it in their eyes that, oh, this is actually fun.
Those are the muscles there, right?
And guess what? Here's something you wouldn't expect from a heart. It was actually muscly. Like, if you actually, like, you know, ribs, right? If you squish it, it would feel just like that heart. Yeah.
Now we're gonna learn about our heart.
I've always gone to the doctor's office and I was like, oh, I don't really see too many people looking like me, so it could get discouraging when you can't really see yourself there. But I will say this camp has brought out a passion in me to really help minority kids, to help them understand like you can do whatever you want to do.
Representation matters. And so just like any other career, physician or otherwise, or any sport, like I think kids need to see that there are people that look like them that can do that.
There, right?
And so if I can get the kids here for 4 days and they get to meet 8 or 10 doctors from various different backgrounds and various different ethnic groups, and if they get to see there's a lot more opportunity, that there's a lot of doctors that look like me, I feel like representation matters, so that they will then say, well, then I probably can do that too.
It is a muscle, the same way you got muscles in your arms and legs.
I want kids to leave this camp knowing not only about how their body functions, but to see that, okay, being a doctor is achievable.
Congratulations, Doc.
If I want to be a doctor, I can be a doctor.
We graduate on our last day, and I think that when they leave in 4 days, just like 4 days of medical school, they've learned enough to say that they're a kid doctor.
Before I came to this camp, I was like, I don't want to be a doctor. They have to do stitches and things. Now, I'm starting to get over it, and I'm like, wait, I want to become a doctor.
Kid today, doc tomorrow.
Kid today, doc tomorrow.